Welcome to this masterclass from The Banker in association with MarketAxess, looking at reimagining private banking. I'm Liz Lumley, Deputy Editor at The Banker, and today I'm sitting down with Erik Tham, Head of Private Banking, MarketAxess, where we will discuss unique needs. So Erik, what are some of the unique execution needs of private bankers?
Right. If you look at a trading desk at a private bank, it is different to, let's say, an asset manager in certain ways. The biggest difference is obviously that on a private banking desk, you have a much larger number of individual client orders to execute in a much broader universe of products and also in a much diverse size bucket structure. Right? If you look at a classic asset management desk, you have a couple of big blocks. At a private banking desk, you have many orders, small orders, large orders, tricky products, easy products, and all these orders have to be handled by a team of execution traders who have to also work together in a team, sometimes in shifts, sometimes across geographic locations to cover multiple trading hours. And this makes it quite different to an execution desk. I mean, this is first aspect, just the sheer number of orders. And on some PB desks, you have hundreds, if not thousands of individual orders that the desk has to handle. The other aspect is, and this also makes it a bit more difficult for the trading desk on a private bank, is in many cases you have the actual investment decision decoupled from the trading desk and the trading decision. So if you are, let's say, a portfolio manager who is trading for your own, you know the market, you're in the market, you are a specialist in your product set. On a private banking execution desk, normally the execution decision is taken by the client together with a relationship manager or by an investment advisor far away from your trading desk. And then when the order hits your desk, the execution desk, the trading desk has to provide best execution according to all the rules of how best execution is defined. As a consequence, sometimes you really can have an information gap between market data, which is available on the trading desk, but not at the place where the actual investment decision is taking place. And bridging this gap is a very difficult task. And I think more and more private banking desks are realizing and are also trying to think about how to close the gap.
Private bankers as a sector is kind of historically underserved. Why do you think that is?
If you look at the history of how banking developed and how liquidity is provided into the market. Normally, traditional liquidity comes from the big dealers, from the big investment banks. And I think for most of them, a large-scale asset manager who comes in with fewer, bigger tickets might be more profitable than a private banking desk who is coming with many small tickets. Now, with electronification, and this probably is not as much an issue as it used to be in the past, but you see it in the whole structure and how the relationships are working between the sell side and the buy side. That many sell side dealers still provide a slightly better service to the tier one asset management or institutional clients than to the private banks. There are obviously large private banks who reserve the top service, but many smaller private banks really have to struggle to get attention from the sell side to get the liquidity they need. You also see this in the way that many platforms are organized. So if you look at electronic trading platforms, many really come from an institutional trading angle. What we did at MarketAxess is we actually developed a workflow tool called Access IQ, which is specifically designed for the execution and trading desks of the private banks. And in a way, it's probably the first tool who really takes into account all these specialities of a private banking trading desk and brings it together into one workflow, which is really tailored and fits exactly what the private banks need.
Excellent, Erik. Thank you very much.
Thank you.